It's day number 3 of the Homepage Magic Email Challenge. How's it going? Hope you're alright. So today, there's no play sheet. It's a little bit more about learning. And we're going to be thinking creatively and looking at some websites and some homepages which I've seen that work really well, that don't necessarily follow that same basic elemental structure that I showed you yesterday. Some fantastic examples here, and I'm really excited to share them with you. And I just want to ask you, have you started bookmarking some homepages and websites that you really like? If you haven't, you should at least have 3. And if you haven't, please do it now, and please continue it, because it's so important to have visual references. And I'm going to keep asking you to do it, so you'll keep hearing it. So hopefully you will do it if you haven't done it yet. All right, let's go over and learn. It's all about showing you a few websites which I think have very creatively been put together. So I'm going to look at the home pages of about 4 or 5 different websites, and this is just really to show you the different things you can be doing on your homepage. So even though I've taught you the basic layout of a homepage, I want you to think outside the box, to start thinking a little bit more creatively. And so I want to show you some examples of some home pages which I've come across in the last few months, which I was like, wow, I really like this home page. So I bookmarked them to be able to share with you today. So the first one here is Emma, Kate & Co. And when you log on to this, emmakateko.com, this is the home page. You come in, you can see her logo at the top, her menus underneath it. And then this is her above the fold. And you can see she doesn't have a title, an intro text, or very much else. Basically, it's a grid layout, and few of them are images. You can say this is almost her slider, and it says new collection just in. You can shop for wall art, you can meet Emma Kate, you can read the blog, you see about wholesale, where to find, Wander in Bali, testimonials, and media. So she's linking to quite a lot of other content on her homepage, but she doesn't actually say who she is or what she does. However, if you take a look at the types of photographs she has on her homepage, you might be able to get an idea. In almost every one of her photographs, you can see typography. So you might think that she has something to do with graphic design, especially this one, shop wall art, and maybe you'll understand here what she does. At the very bottom, you can see join the tribe and her social media, and then another menu at the back. At the very top and right corner, it's again a sign up, but it doesn't actually say a direct call to action. It's just for you, mail for you almost, mail for you. There's no, as I said, there's no direct call to action. But it's a different way to lay out the homepage. Perhaps many of the people who know her already want to purchase from her. So she might be very big on social media already. So her following already knows who she is and what she does. So this is one example of a homepage which I thought was very well done, and it relies very heavily on beautiful imagery. So I just want to urge you to make sure that you have some beautiful imagery that represents who you are or what you do or your services. This is another website I found just recently actually, and I thought it was so very beautiful, and it's heidirose.com.au. So this is her above the fold, and you can see it's her logo, which is her name, and almost her tagline. So it's a short statement about her business almost. It's called The Beauty of Being. And a beautiful, beautiful photo in the background. She has her logo at the top left-hand corner and her menu along the right side. Scrolling down, I can see the very next thing, it says Mind, Body, Being Coaching. So that's telling me what she does. Scrolling down further, she's setting the scene. It's an image of her, and you can see, okay, this is her. This is Heidi Rose. And underneath that, she's got 3 words: inspiration, balance, and connection. So this is telling me a little bit more about her and the kind of work she does. So I understood that she is a mind-body being coach, and she's about inspiration, balance, and connection. Underneath that is her call to action. In a world full of busyness, it's time to let go and just be. And then a button to join me. And then it's at the bottom of her homepage already, and she says, want to live a balanced life? Join the tribe. So this is her opt-in. Click here, it opens the opt-in where you can input your email for the newsletter. Underneath that is her bottom menu, footer menu, and she's got a few social media links. So the one thing you really notice about this site is it's very, again, heavily relying on imagery and beautiful imagery. It's nature imagery. It's got beautiful photos of her, and the text is actually really little. I mean, there's about 4 different instances of text, and that's it. So it's a different way for a homepage. She's obviously a coach, so it's a different way of presenting it, and it's quite minimalistic, simplistic, but beautiful as well. So you can check out her website, heidirose.com.au. I wanted to show you one that's a bit busier. Some of you may know Sarah Wilder. She's Australian as well, and this is her website, sarahwilder.co. So her logo is at the very top, and right underneath that it tells you, who she is and what she does. Symbolic talismans, tools, and teachings for self-reconnection. Pretty straightforward there. This would be her intro title. Underneath that she has her menu, and then a very graphic GIF image, almost banner image, which is drawing my attention, and it's a photo of her. Well, I know her, so I can tell you it's a photo of her, and these are the kind of talismans and symbols that she creates. Scrolling down, very simply, in opt-in here, get my free Animoon energy readings every Monday, give your email address and subscribe. And underneath then she has different links, so these are almost her services or what you can buy or purchase from her. Talisman tales, teachings, tools, talismans. You can shop for jewelry and try our intuitive tests. Scrolling down further is her latest blog posts, and they are categories at the top here. Animals, boss categories, sacred practice, signs and symbols, talisman's tale, wilder wisdom. So I think this cow image hasn't appeared, so there may be a back end problem here, but she has some drawings here of a cicada and a buffalo. And then here you go, it's almost the bottom of her website, but this is again a different type of menu. You can see these are interactive and they change color when you click over them. It's a photo of her, and she's got a very beautiful branding going on. The color schemes and her photographs, everything matches very nicely. I thought this was a very nice, interesting layout to create links to different parts. So it's learn, adorn, magic, create, and connect. Underneath that, she has her Instagram and a menu here to the left. Again, need help, sizing info, contact, FAQs, employment, and wholesale. And on the right side, it's her social media links and her hashtag, which she wants you to use, Kindred Sisterhood. And at the very bottom, this is her public testimonials. So she's saying this is her social proof. She's been seen in all these different magazines and blogs as well. Yeah, so there you go. This is her website. It's sarahwilder.co. Another different layout, and I think it's very, very beautiful. It fits together very nicely. The images in her website, the branding, the font, everything fits very nicely together. And this website is for a photographer, Devlin Photos, and it's one of my favorite sites out there at the moment. I just came across this almost a week ago, and I'm showing you this also because it's a very different menu layout. So you can see her logo is to the left, and then her menu is on the side, and her social links are on the side here. She has a very interesting modern layout for her photos. So this is a photographer, and you can see it says Devlin Photos, and her tagline is because.love, and her symbol is a unicorn. Her links to her different offerings or services are actually built into her other photographs. So you can see if I hover over this, it says married. So this is obviously her wedding photography she does. And her very first thing that you read says breathe. And obviously when you read breathe, you usually take a breath. And then it says, at some point you might tell me that you don't like having your photo taken, and that's fine, because actually everyone says that at the start. Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'd love to create images with you. So it's a beautiful introduction to her. And then she introduces herself. So it's a little bit of like an icebreaker statement she writes. And then she says, hi, I'm Lisa. A very forward introduction. And she says, I'd love to create images with you. So she's telling you directly what she does and how you can work together. Here is a video, a Vimeo video embedded here on the right side. And underneath that, she's got a slider. You can click through the images. And it's a very clever use of copy, this website. It says, yes, when it's a photograph, nailed it. For once, I actually enjoyed being in front of a camera. And underneath that is a call to action, get the whole story. So you want to click there to read more about this. And she's really talking to you personally, because how many of you don't like being in front of a camera? I can guarantee you it's over about 50% of you. So she's very much talking to the emotional side of you who starts freaking out about, oh my God, I have to take photos. I'm not going to look good. You know, your mind starts spinning like crazy. And then she's got two more links here, engage. So this is obviously where she takes her engagement photos, and the products that she sells. And then a little text at the bottom saying, I believe. So this is a very interesting layout of a homepage. I really, really like it. And I've come back to this website quite a few times to see how did they lay it out? What is the most important thing that she wants you to see? Obviously, she's a photographer, so it's a very visual website. Yeah, I love this one. Okay, the last one I wanted to show you is Dysfunction magazine. So it's almost a blog layout. And you can see that they have a big logo at the very top. It says Dysfunction magazine. And then their intro title, A Nomadic Women's Movement into Print Pages. Underneath that is their main menu, their social links. And then they've got their tags. So if you click on this, it will open those categories or blog posts or pages with those tags. For example, breeding culture, life alchemy, a healthy temple, and so on. And underneath that is their banner image or their feature image, which says, welcome to our cyber casita, which is a small house. Very graphic. This is a very, very visual website. You can see the images are a very particular style, and they're obviously calling to a very particular target market. So these bohemian, gypsy wandering ladies. And this is actually a slider. So you can see the different types of images, collages, that go on. It's quite fascinating. Underneath that it says movement ethos. So this is where you can find out more about who they are and what they do. So it's an evolution of character, identity, restoration. She is. This is obviously right here. They are defining their target markets. They're saying she is dysfunction equals every woman. She is beautifully created, hungry for growth, accepting of all, detached from the material, intrigued by the eternal, immeasurably unique, and infinitely valuable. So they're defining who they want to be reading their magazine here. Underneath this, again, since it is a magazine, it says this month's editor's picks. So you can see what's currently trending at the moment. And you can actually click on these items to go and see them in the shop, since they're also selling it. My only one thing I would say is that it actually is very small where it says that, and I would have liked to say click on item to see to buy it from the shop a little bit bigger. Underneath that, it's about their current issue, so what's currently going on with them. And You can see a page from their issue, so they're enticing you to buy by giving you a glimpse at what they have. And then a quote, "We don't sell perfection, we restore functional perception." And this featured here is actually part of their blog, Style, Surf, Travel, Culture, Wellness, Living, Sacred Spaces, and more. And again, a nice layout of their blog, really nice use of images. You can read more in any of these articles. And then it says, "Welcome to our editor's journal." So again, very, very visual. This is also on a slider, showing you different images from the editor's side of things. Underneath that, it says, "Take us with you." So they have a print issue and a digital issue, which you can download or just subscribe to the print issue. Social, follow us on Instagram. Here you go, their newsletter sign up, join the movement, put your email here to sign up. They're not offering any opt-in. Don't forget to connect with us. Again, they're social. And then this is where their paid advertisers have a little bit of space. So although this might be not directly related to you, I would go and check it out. It's dsfmag.com because it's a bit interesting on what they decided to show. You can read through their copy and see what's interesting to you. You can see how visual this website is, and maybe you think it's too busy, maybe you think it's quite nice. It depends obviously on the style that you want to go for. As you can see, they have a very gypsy style. I'm just going to scroll back up again. There we go. So I've shown you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of home pages that hopefully have got you thinking a little bit outside the box. So you can now maybe apply some of these things that you've seen to your own ideas and designs for your own website, which tomorrow we're going to be discussing a little bit more about some questions you need to be asking yourself. So there's no PDF play sheet to download today. I just want you perhaps to visit some of these websites. I do, however, need you to continue bookmarking some interesting websites that can help you in your design inspiration. And that's it for me today.